What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Dudes versus Everything. We are your host, as always. I am Jesus Perez.
And I am Rudy Robles, and we're going to give you a fucking 110% energy today.
125,000 million percentage is, if this is your first time listening, welcome to the podcast. We'd love to have another monkey listening.
Yep, we are the Smooth Monkey Network. That is the name of our podcast.
That's not even,
no,
that's not.
Wait, hang on. This little logo is about to change in 3, 2, 1. Boom, Smooth Monkey Network.
The Smooth Monkey, we copyrighted it. We don't know if that's a thing yet, but if it is, we apologize.
No, I'm claiming it. I'm taking it to court.
Claiming it? Yeah.
Smooth Monkey Network.
Smooth Monkey Network. Yep. What is that? A Smooth Monkey.
SMN.
Summonum. Hey, you guys ever listen to a Summonum? What are you talking about? Yeah, the Smooth Monkey Network. You don't know. You must have a very intelligent brain, because yeah. Welcome. It's another Thursday. Yeah. It's when we upload. It's when we record.
You look like someone who uses the monkey emojis.
Which ones?
Like, you look like the type of dude that
I use the gorilla emoji.
Yeah, I know you use. It looks super fucking weird randomly. It's just like.
Like I am one with the gorilla emoji.
I mean, I always use the fuck. Shit, I don't even know what's the most used.
It doesn't the frequently used emojis on your thing. It's not the most used. It's like even though it says frequently used, it's just the most recent used. But yeah. What
emoji would you say that you use the most?
That I use the most?
Yeah.
Probably the most. Mm-hmm. I mean, it would be the generic happy face. If I were to say the mostest, the one that I like, the generic happy face. What about you?
I think for ironic purposes only, I use that stupid fucking like big-eyed fucking like ooh fucking face.
Ooh woo?
Like the stupid one with the big eyes, like he's looking up like.
Oh, like you mean the pouty face?
Yeah,
the puppy eyes?
Yeah.
You use the puppy eyes a lot?
I think I use that a lot because like I ironically use it for many, many different things.
Oh, yeah. But no, if I were to say like that's like the most used emoji to like my most like one of my favorite emojis is definitely the one where it looks like the guy just came, or like he's like his eyes are like squinted and pointing down, and he's got his mouth open, and like it's like people either use it as like either like sexually, or they use it as like, oh, I'm tired, or like, oh, I don't want to do anything more, like ugh, like.
Wait, are you talking about the one where it has like his tongue out and like he has a red face?
No, not that one. Not the dehydrated that one.
I feel like
that
you
one's
use
pretty
that
cool.
one.
I use that one, but that's not my most favorite.
I feel like you use that one non-ironically. Like you use it for sexual purposes.
No,
you're like that's something. I feel like that's something you would comment with the DVE podcast Instagram on some random chick's fucking like picture. I feel like that's something you would use.
Commenting as the podcast on Instagram.
He's down atrociously.
No, I'm not actually. But as I was saying, no, I wasn't saying. Oh yeah, the other one where it's like a drunken face. It's either drunken face or it's like or like fucking. Yeah, it's either like the or the fucking. It's like that's what I feel like it sounds like. I'm fucking drunk. That's what I think it sounds like. But yeah,
I was actually talking to Mariah because she uses this one emoji like a lot. Where
what does it look like?
It's the glasses with the fucking mustache.
Oh yeah, I hate that fucking emoji. I've maybe used it. I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
I maybe used it like maybe a couple of times. Like, it's annoying.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
that looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying. If you're watching the video version of this, he's showing the emoji on camera.
Yeah. So, like, I told her that, like, every time she sends me that, for some fucking reason in my brain, every time I see that, I think that emoji says unga.
Unga?
Unga.
Unga. That's
unga.
That's a smooth fucking brain, like
that.
thing.
That is a smooth brain. No, like, that one and the fucking,
name them right off the bat.
I can't, let me see.
Because...
Wait. This
like
one.
they recently added new ones. What is that?
This one,
the
I
fucking
also
the
say
Stonehenge.
The fucking
that,
whenever I see that, I'm like unga.
The Stonehenge emoji. Yeah. I get you. No, I don't ever look at emojis and think sounds.
Yeah, which is actually going to lead into
one of our topics. Yeah. But before we lead into our first topic of what we are talking about today. What are you drinking today? I noticed that you were drinking something very dark. Is it mixed?
It's actually the blood of a local orphanage that they
Yeah. They just the local orphanage just put blood in a bottle.
They said it. The kids themselves were
Is
like,
it
it's better to be.
It's stupid. I hate that word. Like bussin'. Like is it like this?
The smooth brain activities are starting tonight.
Is it bussin'?
It's So I am drinking Jameson or Jamo or fucking
Jameson. The son of James.
I've drank it before, but like I said, like for the past few podcasts, I'm kind of trying different whiskeys or not whiskeys, but
different drinks for like every other week,
Yeah. So far the taste is not that bad.
How would you say the taste of Jameson by itself is?
The taste of Jameson by itself, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Like I could drink it on its own. The reason I'm not this podcast is because the last 3 fucking podcasts I've been drinking whiskey on its own, like you're supposed to, and I've just been getting way too damn drunk.
Yeah, that
quick.
and usually people drink it at room temp.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna mix it. I didn't know what to mix it with, so I just got fucking Pepsi, because.
Diet Pepsi with Jameson.
I mean, there's already a lot of sugar in fucking whiskey.
Yeah, there's a lot of calories and fucking liquor in itself. Yeah.
It's Watch Your Weight Wednesday.
It's
Thursday. It's not Wednesday. It's Thursday.
We're watching our weight Thursday. Throw it back to Wednesday. And I myself am having a different tequila brand. It is called alllll. It is 100% pure agave, 40% alcohol by volume, like always, as it should be. It's a fifth, 750 milliliters, 80 proof, hecho in Mexico. I love their branding, their logo and everything. It's pretty dope. By itself, though, because this is the first time trying it, it was pretty cheap. It was about like $22. Usually bottles that I buy are like 30, maybe $40, around that range. This is probably the cheapest fifth of tequila that I bought, and it's like the initial shot, you take it, it's like smooth, but then as soon as you swallow it, it has like a burning sensation, which fucking like Patron and Terramana, they don't have that. Those two, they just go down. You have that intense alcohol tequila sensation, but it's smooth, right? But with this one, it's the first second of this is smooth, but then I guess you would call it the aftertaste pretty much of this. There's a skeleton riding a rooster on this, fighting other skeletons, as the picture on it. It's I would give it if I were to choose this and Terramana, definitely Terramana, or
no doubt,
or Patron, I would definitely choose this. This is definitely, it was on the top shelf, so I don't know, but it's cheap. But for the $22, I can't complain.
What if psychologically they put it on the top shelf on purpose?
That's what I was thinking. Because like at the post exchange, the PX earlier, when we went to go buy a fucking toilet paper and other stuff, I saw the same bottle, and it was like mid shelf, like out of like 6 fucking different shelves or some shit. It was like mid. It was like number 3, and I was like, what the fuck? And then they went to the shopette. It was like top shelf. So like, it makes me wonder, like, why is this one at top shelf and the other store it's mid shelf?
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know. But yeah, I am drinking it. I blended up a margarita mixer with frozen strawberries, and I'm drinking it with that. So it's another fucking, I guess, blended, literally margarita. Yeah, not bad.
I think Psycholog, because I know for a fact I did. This is gonna be my fucking quote throughout every single podcast. I read it in an article, or I saw a documentary.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah, source. Trust me, bro. But no, like no shit. I did see a fucking some type of like documentary or something about the psychologically, the psychology of like products and how they're purposely put on eye level or higher. So usually when things are like on a top shelf, especially when it comes to like liquor and alcohol, like when you go to bars and clubs and all that, the high shelf is usually what they put like their most expensive drinks on.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, so I guess like we, like as humans, like we think like, oh shit, like top shelf, like that's really good, So maybe the reason why they put this bottle on the top shelf is because they were trying to get rid of it, or like they wanted people to buy it more, so they put it at above eye level instead of mid shelf.
Maybe.
And your smooth monkey brain was like, ooh.
I mean, yeah. The big. I don't know. I know branding and like pictures and like logos are like a huge thing, especially for marketing. So I don't know, when it definitely comes to this, it's literally a skeleton wearing a hat, and he's like fighting off other skeletons with a giant wooden stick that looks like a spoon that would be used for turning the giant barrels of agave. And maybe I don't know. Here it is again for the video, and I'm also showing Robles again. But yeah, it's just it's something different, but definitely I wouldn't say. I mean, you get what you pay for.
Yeah,
you get what you pay for. That's what it is.
Another thing about marketing is that I feel as time progressed, we have slowly just settled for simplicity. We as human beings have just, because I know that I was watching how like logos are now made today, and how like updated logos, and how they're way more simple than they used to be.
Yeah.
Like I remember like being as a kid, like Google Chrome, like it was like a shiny fucking like all the Google fucking colors, like green, yellow, red, and fucking
the Google colors.
Yeah, the Google colors. And like I remember the logo like having like it had a shine on it, like it looked all nice, and you had the Firefox, like it was like a fox like hugging the fucking world and everything. But now if you look at the logos, they're super simplified now. Like our monkey brains fucking like evolved into like less complicated, more color.
Fucking less word. Still understand. Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's a. I feel like there's an attractive level, or sorry, not attractive level. There's an aesthetic-ish thing to when it comes to like saying simple shit.
Yeah.
And I think it's like you know what they call it the modern look. They literally call it the modern look, like quote unquote. If you see houses nowadays, they're you know, quote unquote, if you see quote unquote modern houses,
They're so bland.
they're very bland.
Yeah.
It is like one color, maybe two, or a shade of the primary color. It's like black or white or like gray, and everything's it's so basic.
Yeah.
And it's very sleek. It's a very sleek design, and it's very, I don't know, I guess modern, but at the same time, there's no like personality to these things.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like.
Same thing with the car community. I don't know if you've noticed, but I definitely remember like way back in the day, you know, cars had more than 3 fucking colors. Like the colors that you see in cars nowadays are just like white, black, maybe like blue, and that's it. And the every now and then gray. Like those are fucking super bland fucking colors now.
But then if you want red, you gotta like pay another $2,000.
Yeah, like, I don't fucking understand that. Like, back in the day, we had fucking yellow cars, we had green cars. Like, oh shit, you want to fucking like,
You want purple and green?
Shit,
Fucking, we got you.
we got that shit in the back. Like
You want that shit in translucent fucking orange? Fucking, we got it.
you want to look like a fucking traffic cone? Shit, we got that shit. In
You
the
want
back.
it in carpet? We got you.
like
Dumb
car.
and Dumber. If you guys didn't understand that reference.
Definitely like car community or any fucking community. Like we have oversimplified to a point where it's just so bland, so fucking, and we settled for it.
Were you gonna say nasty?
Yeah, it's nasty, dude. Like, it's just nothing but bland colors and like look. This is probably a really bad fucking like analogy, but like look at the color of this wall. I have probably seen the color of this wall on most modern houses everywhere, where it's just a bland.
Oh yeah,
beige.
This is modern.
Yeah.
This would be considered modern. This room, this barracks.
Yeah.
How it's made, it's modern.
Yeah, but then your great grandmother over here, she had fucking like full on mahogany fucking tables with like yellow fucking like knickknacks, and like she had a blue fucking like stove and something. Like,
What even is a knick-knack?
I don't know. Like, let's look it up. What the fuck? Google. Hey Siri. What is a knickknack?
Knack is a 1989 American computer animated short film produced by Pixar and directed by John
Alright, well,
Lasseter.
she's no help at all whatsoever, and we're gonna continue on with whatever the fuck we were saying. If anything, a knick-knack, in my head, I've always pictured it being like a little trinket or like
Yeah.
a little fucking like little, I don't know, like a toy or something, like a decoration or whatever. I don't know.
Like a kind of like a souvenir. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
Like,
a souvenir in the house.
yeah, kind of like a snow globe or like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Decorations for the house.
Yeah, and now like I've been looking at like different like houses and stuff and apartments, and some of them come like fully furnished or whatever the fuck, and some of them just look super fucking bland, dude. Like I think to myself, like, do people really like want this? It's just like what's going on?
Keep talking.
Okay.
What? I'm sorry. It's just that I poured a little bit of tequila, and I was like, instead of drinking it with the strawberry margarita mix, I only poured the Sprite, and the Sprite's not like, it's not cold or anything, and neither is the tequila, and it's not great. It's not a great mix. But anyway, go on.
But yeah, like fully furnished houses or whatever the fuck. Like the modern look is killing creativity, and you can quote me on that. You can fucking put that on a fucking billboard.
The modern look, killing creativity,
It
and
is.
I can see that being on a newspaper headline.
Yeah, like I mean, this is a smooth brain network coming at you live with big brain fucking IQ status headlines right here.
Smooth Brain Network, the fucking SBN, telling you here and now. What was it again? The creativity being killed by modern society.
I mean,
aliens.
It's true. It really is true. Fucking modern I can never get this fucking word right. Modern.
Oh, I thought I had it in a second.
Modern.
Don't you dare use Siri. Modernity. Modernity. There you go.
Modern.
Or is it modern titty? Modern titty. But that leads us to our like main topic of today.
Yeah.
Which is like, have you guys ever thought
Yes.
of like why you ever like why why are men
Yes.
why yes
Why-
yes
why are
why
men-
what is how can you phrase this question?
So the way that because we were talking about the shit in the fucking car, it was just like a random like monkey brain fucking thought. But I mean, it's true. Why? I'm pretty sure it's not just men too. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people. But for me, I was thinking like, why out of fucking nowhere do I get the sudden urge to just A, feel horny, B, want a fucking weapon, and then C, like do something fucking dangerous, but also at the same time find myself a home. Like I'll just be sitting down, just fucking chilling, and I'm like, damn, I do low key be fucking horny right now. And then out of nowhere, I'm like, I really want a fucking gun. Like out of fucking nowhere. Like why is that a thought? Why is that a thought process? You know, like why do we just think like, damn, like I want a gun, I want a knife.
Or like how we were talking in the car and just like you're going out on the woods, you're going out on the day, and like you come across a stick and you're just like, that's a nice stick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick this stick up and I'm gonna take it with me because it's a nice stick. And it's like, oh, maybe I can turn it into a spear. And then you fucking it's like you really fucking think, if you really think about these things, like these are all like fucking, what do you call it? Prehistoric, not prehistoric. What is
Primitive.
Primitive. There you go. These are all very primitive thoughts. Like people collect rocks. Like, oh, this is a shiny rock. I'm gonna fucking collect the rock. I make sense. Like if it's a fucking like precious metal, maybe, or like a diamond. But even diamonds, if you really look into them, they're worthless.
Yeah.
They're really only super expensive because of fucking
Blood money and
blood money and fucking, what is it that we live under? A fucking not democracy. A fucking
the cloud.
well, we live under fucking
iCloud.
The fucking where you I can charge whatever the fuck I want to charge for whatever the fuck I want to sell.
Capitalism?
There you go. Thank you. Ding ding ding. Capitalism. That's the thing. Capitalism created a huge price for diamonds, but diamonds are pretty much worthless because they're in abundance. If you guys didn't know that, you guys can go ahead and look that up yourselves. But going back to that, like, smooth monkey brains is everywhere.
Yeah, man, but fucking like you can't tell me, whoever's listening right now, that you just decided to go on a fucking walk, you saw a stick, and you were like, I want that stick.
Yeah, definitely. If you listen, if you're fucking listening to this, you have at least once in your life gone on a walk. Definitely picked up a stick. Robles is that if you cannot lie to me. I am looking at you through your ears right now.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense as to like why.
I do it. I still do it. Like
Pick up sticks?
Yeah, I just pick up the stick for no fucking reason because my fucking smooth monkey brain's like, I want this stick right now. I don't know why I want it, but I want it, and it's mine now, and no one else can have it. And then I'm carrying it throughout the fucking walk. I'm like, wait, I don't have room for this fucking stick in my car. Why the fuck am I taking this? And I just leave it. And then probably some random fucking dude on a walk is gonna see that stick and was like, damn, that's a really nice stick. And he's gonna pick it up and then fucking take it. And this is how smooth monkey brains work. Like,
It's the same way with dogs. Like if you watch videos of dogs and they find like they have no need. Dogs nowhere Nowhere what the fuck does a dog? Why does a dog need a fucking stick?
You know what?
You know what? No. You know what? Before I think I have a fucking. I'm starting to get a buzz. So like the fucking accent started to come out. And if you guys are listening, you guys are starting to fucking notice it. Excuse me. What I was gonna say is that I think the sticks picked up by dogs are a command by.
That's what I was gonna say.
The prehistoric, the primitive monkey.
Yeah.
Like the caveman, when we, what do you call it? When we domesticated.
Yeah.
When we domesticated
Wolves.
the fucking wolves,
Yeah.
and we're like, dog, grab stick, bring it now.
Yeah.
Bring it with us. And I don't know why that sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
we were all once Arnold Schwarzeneggers.
Get to the chopper.
But yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure the reason that dogs, like, just carry sticks is because it's a primitive design where we told them to grab said stick so we can have it as a weapon. Like, I'm pretty sure that's why. And like, even today, we're like, why is that dog grabbing that stick? Like, you know, yeah, it looks so cute.
Who are you trying to imitate right
I
now?
don't fucking know. Random fucking people.
Yeah. Excuse me, I'm choking. I'm not deleting that. That's staying on there.
Good.
But no, I was gonna say you sounded like the fucking creepy old guy from Family Guy.
No. Nah, he's
Yeah,
like,
when you imitated that guy.
You guys want a piece? You guys want some
I
candy?
can't do the whistle, but
You guys want some candy? Come over here. You want some candy?
oh yeah, boy.
I know you've been waiting for this.
We are to blame for why dogs like sticks. I 100% agree that that's most likely a thing. And another thing that I was thinking while I was driving on my own today, this morning, was it doesn't matter who you are.
Doesn't matter. Does not.
It doesn't matter what language you fucking speak.
No matter what language.
We all
All of us.
universally
Universe.
know the differences
Know it.
on what
What?
grunts mean. And it's
Grunts?
so fucking weird.
do you
Hear me out.
Oh, like a grunt, like a
no.
like a,
No, like different
What do you mean?
noises that we make. Like, it doesn't matter, like, we don't even have to know each other's language. Like, let's say, for example, I speak, like, Russian and you speak Japanese. But you
Why can't
know...
I just speak English and
that for fucking...
like?
for different purposes.
All right, so
only.
I speak Russian or I speak Japanese.
It doesn't fucking
No,
matter.
which one? No, it does matter now.
Japanese.
I speak Japanese.
Yes.
All right, and you speak Russian.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, if I were to, like... If we were to just, like, you know, see something and I were like... You know what that means. You know, even while listening to this
so
podcast.
they're not all okay. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't even have to fucking look. You literally don't even have to look at what we're looking at. You literally hear like, oh, like, hey, like I found something, and then I thought,
Yeah,
Like-
you know what that sound is. That sound means like this person is interested.
oh,
this person is curious.
interesting. This thing is something that caught my curiosity.
And now, if you were to hear like, you know that's no. Universally, everyone knows that means no. Now, if you change that no just a slight bit to, that's more on like the fucking like hell fucking no. So
You think that one's universal too?
yes,
Because I feel like there are certain sounds that are like there are certain cultures that have these like quote unquote universal sounds, and they mean the complete opposite as like to what we think they mean. And I don't know. That's probably like smaller cultures that are not like
I think you're talking about like 12 population.
yeah, maybe
population 12 civilizations, bro.
I'm okay. Yeah,
I'm talking
but,
about, like-
the pretty much the modern culture or society. Yeah, they hear this shit. They're just like,
Yeah.
If you're listening, if I tell you to fucking go buy this fucking El Epsilon 100% pure agave, if I did not give you why am I speaking like that? If I didn't give you a like 10 out of 10 or 7 out of 10, and I was just like, yeah, yeah. You would probably like think that it's like, nah, I'm not gonna buy this. But if I was like, Yeah. Yes. Oh, I said yes right there, but I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, like you can, no matter who you are, you know the differences between and which is weird. It's fucking weird how like our fucking brains are wired, which it's fucking weird to me how our fucking like smooth monkey brains are able to differentiate what knowing fucking and
Like we have it's we as humans, and well, pretty much scientists and the ones that like research it know this and like put it out there for us to like learn about it, and it's crazy to like put it into reality that we know this, because it's there. Like there's literally a primitive language like in your fucking brainstem already there. There's primitive actions that your body does and that other people understand primitively, and like that shouldn't surprise us. It really shouldn't, because we are an evolution. But it's surprising us now.
Yeah. And then I know I was reading up on it how the sound of a baby crying will always trigger something in the back of your brain that is causing you to be
Stressed.
well stressed, but
It
like
would cause stress.
it would cause stress, but like the type of stress where you're like, oh shit, like I need to protect. Like you instantly go into protect mode. You start to feel like, oh, like I need to figure out what the fuck's going on. Like why is my young like fucking like,
Or why is there a
crying?
baby, even if it's not yours, you know?
Yeah, like you start like, even if it isn't your baby, you as a primitive design, we are all like aware of what a baby crying is and what we need to do to try and like protect said baby, because we, on a very like low down chemical fucking balance,
Primitive level.
yeah, like on a very primitive
Going back to the monkey.
primitive level, like we need to protect our young. We
And yeah, that goes without kind of saying. Like, you see a baby crying, like it's crying for something. It's either hungry or scared, and literally, babies. That's a primitive thing. Like, well, not babies themselves are primitive, but like them crying, they have no other means of communicating, so they're like fucking wow, they're fucking crying, and that's the only way they can communicate. And I don't know, I feel like that's babies are fucking stupid. Like,
well, I mean, what do you want them to do, bro? Fucking do taxes or some shit? They can't do shit.
I'm just fucking saying, like, they're stupid. Like, they're stupid until you literally are stupid until you're not. It's kind of like you're not guilty until you're what is it? You're fucking
Proven innocent.
You're innocent until proven guilty, kind of thing. You're stupid until you're proven intellectual. Like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like that's just how it is, because if you're dumb, that's just your fault. Like, you did not do anything. You didn't you didn't do research. You didn't go to school. You didn't fucking, I don't know, go to college. You don't need to go to college, but like, there's books out there. You didn't read books. Like, if you're stupid, like, that's your own fault. That's not genes or anything. That's just you.
Well, I mean, there's also
unless
like different,
unless
like,
you're
factors
like
and
medically, like, unless you're like seriously medically retarded or something, like.
No, I was gonna say, like, there's also like other factors where like some people just do not have access to said knowledge. Like,
Okay, yeah. There's the people that obviously, like, third world countries that have no access to like libraries because of war or because of whatever reason, if they don't have access. But I'm talking more about the modern person who has access to these things. You know, like modern.
Are you saying that third world countries aren't modern?
the society is not, the culture isn't, because they're fucking destroyed by whatever is having them not able to, grow. Like, you're gonna tell me a fucking mud hut is modern?
Well, that would be the exact same thing as if Dubai, which is literally doing like amazingly, by the way. They're basically building hovercrafts right now, and all this other shit. That's basically them trying to say like, oh, the United States, why can't they be more modern like we are? Because they are way more advanced, because they have more finance.
I have a counter argument for that, and that I feel like I
have a counter argument to your counter argument, bitch.
No, like you got to take the average, and the average of all the world is I don't know, maybe probably modern. I haven't been to the fucking every country in the world, but I'm saying is like those countries that aren't fully the countries that are literally called developing countries, like they don't count to what I'm like referring to right now.
Whoa there.
Listen to what I just said. They don't count to what I'm referring to. They matter. I'm just saying they don't count to what I'm referring to. And when I'm referring to, I don't remember what I was talking about. I was saying a mud hut, like the house is destroyed. Literally, these cultures, like I digress because I forgot what I was talking about.
Yeah, I was gonna say how like we don't really have a modern view on what is modern and what is. Hold on. We don't have a modern view because everyone in the world is different. I mean, you got people who like think about it. Like look at like farms, like rural farms. All right, look at rural farms in the United States. They're still living in these like big ass fucking like farms and everything. And you go there and you think like, damn, like these guys aren't progressed like we are. Even though it's the same country.
But they are progressed.
But you look at a rundown house, like say for example a mud hut, like you did earlier, but like you see like a rundown house in a farm, like what's to say they're not modernized? Even though they're not.
Because
even though
they're not in the society, they're not in the society itself.
I feel like you're speaking on a grass is greener on the other side type situation.
If I was a doctor, if I was like this master of the arts, and like if I had this like super like mission, this missionary mission or whatever you call it, and I went to like Africa and one of these small countries to like help them out and like provide medicine and all that, I am modernized. I have all this medicine. I have all this, but just because one person is there, that doesn't mean everyone is modernized. And that's what I was saying. Like, and I remembered what I was saying is that if you don't have access to books, like if I'm more speaking so like America, I'm speaking more of like the first world countries, those people, if you're dumb, that's on you. Like if you don't know something, like it's your fault. It's your responsibility to like learn it, to know about it, to research it, know your own laws, know like what's wrong with you, what's right with you, and all this. That doesn't count or go for all these other like developing countries because they don't have access to all this information. So like for the purpose of my statement, they don't count for that. That's what I was trying to say. And yeah, they're not modern, because modern in itself, and like the majority of people would say that these developing countries are not modern.
I don't know. I mean, if you were to ever take a trip throughout the United States, you'd probably think that these are basically third world countries, and some of these cities that are really run down, don't have as much finances as these other like different cities. I mean, I feel like you're out.
But yeah, but then you get into like sections. But I'm talking about the whole thing. Yeah, you can see specific sections that are different than the majority, like a rundown city.
Mm-hmm.
But the majority, like the entire U.S., is still modern.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like it all comes down to how financially stable And even then, like, being financially stable is such a weird fucking concept. Like, we created currency. We ourselves created currency. You know?
Well, I mean, currency itself has been around for
Exactly.
millenniums.
Exactly. And, like, you know, like, it was distributed throughout time. And then, like, throughout time, it just started to, like, we started to differentiate who was high class, who was low class. And everyone who was in a higher class would always probably say the same thing. Oh, we're modern. They're not. Type situation.
No.
We are more advanced than they are. We are more superior.
No, because they're the class, and now you're talking about the class society. The classes are still part of that one society. Now, that society as a whole could be modernized. It's just that those specific tiers are at different levels. Mm-hmm. And the I guess the quote unquote the higher levels of these people are just more privileged, I guess. They have more money. But the lower levels aren't as privileged, and they're suffering. Like, there's a class system, but as a whole, this society could still be modernized.
It could. I mean, if we were to somehow, like, bring some form of unity. We've definitely changed throughout the years. We've definitely been giving more access to more lower class incomes. You know, it's still a work in progress, you know.
Even the United States is still a work in progress.
Yeah, I mean, it will always be a work in progress, no matter what time we're at. It can always be better. It can always improve. So that's why, like, I don't feel like, especially like people in lower class incomes are not stupid because it's their fault. I feel like, and I'm not calling them stupid at all. I'm just saying, like, I feel like people, especially like when I was growing up, like I was in a low income fucking area, you know. But I didn't think I was stupid.
No, you were.
But you know, when
So what are you trying to say?
Basically, I'm trying to say is that, you know, lower income does not mean, and I mean, most of the times it does, you don't have access to knowledge.
Yeah, and that doesn't not go against what I was trying to say.
No, I'm not trying to counter it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, yeah. No, it really does suck.
We do this every time. Every time in a podcast, we're agreeing with each other.
And it sounds like we're disagreeing, yeah. But, you know, the lower class monkey fighting against the higher class monkey, like, as we all are, evolutionized human monkeys. The lower class monkey, just because he doesn't have access to high tier bananas and high tier rocks, doesn't mean that he doesn't have the capability of being a great monkey. Like, I think I am a good monkey. I said good monkey. I didn't say great monkey. But I do think that I have the capability of being a very great monkey. Now, but that's just me. That's just me. And like some people are already great monkeys, and they rather be lower class monkeys. And it's easier to I don't know. All of a sudden, I feel like using the analogy as a monkey is easier than comparing humans right now because of all these like gender fucking like all these like standardized or non-standardized like modern terms, right? Just calling a person a monkey, I feel like it's easier and more neutral. Like, hey, what's up, monkey? Like, you know.
All right, you're gonna need to hang on there.
Like, what's up? What? Like, I feel like if we were just like, oh, you know, like if we just called each other monkeys, like, oh, what's up, monkey? Like, what's up, my guy? Or what's up, my girl? Or whatever. How do you like? What's up? You know.
I feel like dude is gender neutral.
I don't know. If you guys listening, if you guys feel like dude is gender neutral, leave a comment.
They are the dudes. You are the dudes.
The dudes is a gender neutral term. So yeah. It's speaking of being a dude. in the neutral sense, if you want to please help support this podcast, you can become a patron. A patron? Patron?
Patreon.
No, but you can become a patron. A patron.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can become a patron and support this show and become a very important person, aka VIP, via patreon.com/DVE. And, you know, we only have one class right now, which is the $5 version. We don't have a premium, we don't have a moderate. It's just one singular thing, and that's not mainly, but that's one of the main ways that you can help support this channel if you don't want to buy any merch, if you don't want to, you know, do anything else and spend your money anywhere else. Where I think, you know, if you really enjoy listening to both of us monkeys over here, both of us beans,
for the same price of an expensive cup of coffee, you can help this monkey.
Yeah. Exactly. Think about it. Think about how many coffees does the average person consume in a month, and if you're willing to, you know, put aside just one coffee,
I wouldn't.
Just put aside one coffee,
no,
or buy an extra one and help us out.
It's my coffee.
You know.
No, but hey, fucking, if you do want to support us, you can. If you, even just by listening, yeah, that's still support.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Appreciate it.
100.
Like, we appreciate you specifically that's listening right now, or viewing. that 1/4 viewer from YouTube that's watching.
I literally put the YouTube videos on repeat via 2 accounts, and then I loop them in order to get more views over a span of a whole day. Just because I know that if no one else will, I will, you know?
So kind of like a fine, I'll do it myself type shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just have like 3 or 4 different accounts open. Just fucking...
Yeah. But no, yeah, this is our little segment of like our support. Like, support us. Like, we got a little bit of time left before the episode ends, but we want to say this right now. You know, patreon.com/DVE. Mm-hmm. We're on Instagram. You can view our shop via the Instagram if you don't want to go to the website dudesversuseverything.com. Mm-hmm. Instagram is the handle is DVE podcast. We have a Reddit. We have now a fucking what do you fucking call it? A TikTok that I made like literally yesterday, with 3 videos up and 1 follower, and that follower is myself. So if you guys are into that kind of shit, those are all the things that we have. We have our YouTube, Dudes versus Everything. We're everywhere, I guess now, except for pretty much Twitter and Snapchat. But
I'm gonna make a MySpace.
MySpace isn't really like social media anymore.
Let's blow up MySpace. Let's just make MySpace.
Let's bring back MySpace.
Invest in MySpace right now. We're about to pump the shit out of it.
Hashtag bring back MySpace.
I mean, MySpace was pretty cool, you know? Like, you could put like a lot of different shit in there. You can...
I remember people learned how to code via MySpace before coding was a thing.
Tumblr was definitely like
you had to customize your Tumblr.
Yeah, you had to know how to like
code. MySpace though.
You had to know how to like code and shit with Tumblr. Like Tumblr, you had to like code how your fucking like thing looked and everything, and yeah.
I still have a Tumblr. I'm not gonna put that Tumblr out there because it's mainly porn. That's liked and reblogged, but you know, Tumblr's pretty cool. You know, it's a place that like maybe, I don't know, I guess literally a handful of times I've gone on a poem that I've written and I posted it on there, even though I don't have like active followers. I posted it on there just so I can like get it off of me. You know, I didn't have someone to talk to, so I was just like, I'm gonna write something and then put it on there. You know,
Tumblr is basic. It's a blog. It's a blog post type thing.
Yeah. Speaking of a blog, we also have a blog on our dudesversuseverything.com website that we don't have a lot on there, I'll be honest, but we have a few posts on there. But you could sign up and or don't sign up.
Yeah. Or do.
Yeah, like, I just hope that everyone listening is like taking a moment to really like reflect on every monkey moment they've had, because it definitely it makes you laugh. It makes you laugh, and it's just like, what the fuck? Why did my boyfriend or why did my girlfriend bring me this rock? Like, hey, I found a rock, and I brought it back to you.
Like that's some penguin shit. Penguins still do this.
Penguins?
They look for the best looking fucking rock, and they're like, damn, this rock do be like low key kind of looking like pretty damn fucking nice, and then they just grab it, and then they bring it to some random chick like, hey, I got you this rock.
And you know what else is crazy? Like, us and like dolphins and maybe one other thing are the only fucking things out there on Earth that really have sex just for the fun of it and because we like to have sex. I saw this video yesterday of this bird. I forgot what species it was, but it ganged up with 3 other birds. It's friends. It's birdie friends, and they choreographed a whole fucking dance like routine. And then they were like, all right. And then they what they did was, all right. So it was 3 birds, right?
Yeah.
One of the birds was the dude, like the main guy, and then he had 2 buddies. He was like, "Hey guys, we need to choreograph this dance routine so I can fucking
mate.
So I can mate, yes, and so I can like woo this other chick, right? You know, fucking Tweety over there. I'm trying to fuck. So the three birds got a younger bird and made him the pretend girl. So they choreographed with the pretend girl. They practiced. Do you understand this? Like these things, these fucking birds. One dude got 2 other friends, and we're like, hey, we're gonna fuck. I mean, I'm gonna fuck. You guys are gonna help me fuck. You guys are gonna help me with this dance routine. We're gonna come up with this dance routine. And you know, fucking little Billy over there, that young guy, we're gonna make him the pretend girl. And they practiced in front of this little bird. And once the little bird was like, yeah, you guys are good, they literally went to the female bird that he was trying to fuck. And I guess she liked it because like within a few seconds, like he was fucking like flapping his wings and fucking and like
Imagine if humans did that.
We do that. He lasted maybe like a little second. Like they literally mate to mate. They don't like, it's just like bust and they're done.
Like hitting up.
But we do that. Us humans, we do that. We try to woo a female. Us men or maybe sometimes females try to woo us males. But usually, I don't know, in my experience, in my life, and I'm speaking personally, not like the general audience of fucking the world, but me personally, I've seen mainly men try to woo a woman. I don't know if that's the same for you, but literally it's kind of like the same thing. It's like, oh, I'm gonna dress up. I'm gonna make sure I'm groomed. I'm gonna make sure my hygiene is at the max. I'm gonna shave my nutsack. I'm gonna shave my asshole because you know what if she's a freak? You know, I'm gonna put some deodorant on. I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm gonna fucking comb my hair. I'm gonna wear my fly shit. Clean my shoes.
Peacocking.
Like, you know.
That's peacocking.
Yeah, you fucking Well, for some people, that's how they are. But
well,
like, you try your best to look your best.
That term came from like literally a bird, peacock, or like they like try and like have like this majestic fucking like wing fucking well, not wing, but like their tail and their tail feathers that look all fucking crazy and shit. And I mean that's what we do. Like we try and look good for someone that we're trying to like impress. And you know, we just go in. We're like, we just give them the best we can, you know. But I think it's crazy, you know. Like, Like, imagine if, like, we had a mate, kind of like birds, or like...
just fucking in public, like,
No.
we come up with a dance routine,
Yeah,
we
like-
get some little kids who, like, approve it, and then we fucking, like, do it in front of this, like, older woman, she likes it, and then we fuck her for, like, 2 seconds, and then we dip. Like, that's literally what the birds did.
Yeah. Like, you just hit up your fucking homie, like, hey, bro, look, I'm trying to get with this chick, right? And the dude's like, say no more, dude. I got you. And then he calls up, like, his other homie, and then they have a conversation like, hey, bro, fucking, like, Jamie over here is trying to, like, you know, he's trying to mate. And he's like, all right, dude, I'll be there in a bit. And then all these fucking dudes in the garage are like, all right, guys, so we're going to dance. We got to figure this fucking thing out. And, like, they spend hours and hours trying to perfect this. Like, they got the cardboard box out and cardboard on the fucking floor and everything. Like, fucking, like, jamming out and shit. And then they're like, all right. And then, like, this dude's little brother, like, they bring him in, like, and they just start dancing for this little kid. And then this little kid with his stupid fucking off-brand, like, Amazon Kindle fucking iPad. He's like, yeah, that was good. And then they go to this chick's house and just start dancing.
Like, can you imagine that? I don't know what language that was, but can you fucking imagine that? Like, literally. Because I can imagine that. I literally could. You get your homies, and you're fucking dancing for a whole fucking... Like, you're doing this. They did it within a day. Maybe a few hours, you know? The whole thing was fast forwarded and cut. You know, the thing with the birds. Mm. But obviously, because they're not going to record the whole fucking thing and show it to you the whole fucking time. But, like, it was fast. But, like, they did this within a fucking day. Because the dude was like, I'm ready to nut. I'm ready to fucking... It's prime time. It's my time. It's now. Mating season is now. This bitch is going to fucking Florida. Because of the fucking seasons. We need to fucking do this shit now. And they're like, all right. Tweety doo, tweety dumb. And fucking... Bada bing, bada boom. And they fucking did it. I can see humans doing that shit. Because we do it. But in a modern way. Like... We are the modern monkey. We do this shit without thinking about it. And, like, I don't know. It's just crazy to think because, like, we peacock. We peacock all the time.
All right, now let's transition what we humans do into animals. Now, say, for example, there was a huge flock of birds that only at night during when the cicadas are singing their natural songs.
Cicadas only come out like once every 7 years or some shit, or 17 years.
Okay, this is an analogy.
Okay, so start over. What are you trying to say?
Just hear me out.
Okay, I'm hearing you.
All right, so say for example, huge flock of birds, right? And all these birds hit each other's fucking like homies up, and then you have all these females like hitting their fucking like homies up, and like. And they all decide to go out at night to this one tree called the bark, and you know, hang on, like, hey bro, we're going to the bark tonight. We gotta have the most fluffiest fucking feathers out there. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, yeah, dude, yeah, we're gonna have the fluffiest, fucking, most colorful shit out there.
Hey, so fucking Jerry, you know you guys, you're always fucking looking scruffed up. You either fucking stick that shit or you're not coming with us.
Yeah, dude, and like, you know, like they're like, hey man, go rub yourself against some of those flowers so you can smell good. Go.
Here, let me fucking lick your peak a little bit. Let me lick your peak, make it shiny. Hey, fucking rub his peak a little bit. Yeah. Hey, smell him. All right.
So, like, all these birds are ready, right? And they go to this one tree called the bark. And all the cicadas, you know, they're all singing their songs and shit, you know. It's pretty bussin' fucking night, you know, all the fucking homies.
Wait, the bird is fucking the cicada?
No. Hear me out.
Oh, the cicada's fucking the cicada.
I'm basically saying what humans do, but in animal version.
Okay.
So, like, you know, these birds, like, come into this fucking tree and everything. Like,
but the bird is gonna fuck the cicada?
No.
Okay, continue.
The cicadas are basically the music.
Continue.
So the cicadas are the music.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, because they're fucking noisy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now
so, like, cicadas are like DJs.
All right. Yeah, fuck cicadas. All right.
So, like, the birds are like, damn, like, this shit buzzing. You know, they got that one fucking hit, like, that they've been playing for, like, the past... Yeah, like
just fucking, it's
like you got all these like bioluminescent fucking lights
you
on
got
the
fireflies
mushrooms.
in the back. No,
Yeah,
the
like-
fireflies are the fucking lamps. Like,
And then like, you know, fucking Billy over here, like he spots this one fucking like bird. He's like, damn. Hey yo, you see that? Hey yo, she looked at me. She looked cool. And like all these dudes are like hyping him up, like, bro, you know what you gotta do. You know what? And like this dude is just fluffing his feathers and shit, like and he just starts fucking like he starts dancing. He just starts fucking like fluffing it up, bro. He starts fucking like puffing his chest out, fucking like flapping his fucking wings. And you know this baddie over here, like she's like, damn, like this dude's feathers, you know, he's on a whole other level.
damn,
like
this fool's fluffy.
yeah, and then like you know like this bird, you know, and then all these birds, they also eat a small amount of these berries that are slightly poisonous.
Oh, liquor.
Yeah,
Liquor.
they start to eat these berries that are slightly poisonous that make them feel a certain way.
Yeah.
So now little homie's got like all this confidence because you know he's all fucked up on
Yeah,
poison.
she's like, hey, bro, she's fucking drinking those dingleberries, bro. I think she's had enough dingleberries for tonight. Yeah, let's fucking get up in there.
So like now this bird fucking like flies this chick home, you know, but like barely.
What?
Yeah, barely. I don't know. And then you know they go back to her fucking like treehouse and like
They go back to her nest.
yeah, they go back to her nest, you know, and then like they do the do, and then like bada boom, bada bing, fucking next thing you know, this bird is pregnant and he just fucking dips.
Yeah.
And
No,
that-
you know what? Literally, that's no, like I don't even think that if we're doing it the fucking other way, like with animals and shit, if we're comparing humans to animals, like the fucking like he would take her out back,
Yeah.
and then fucking no, you know what? Fucking I've seen all over TV and fucking other shows, and apparently some other fucking people do it. Then no, he fucking takes her out back to the restroom.
Yeah.
Takes her all back to the restroom, fucking pumps it 1, 2, 3 times, just, and then just fucking, it's done. 1, 2, 3 pumps. Like, if you notice, animals, they don't,
Oh,
they're,
yeah,
they're,
they
they're
don't
just
have-
like, they're in and out. Literally, they come in like a matter of seconds. I mean, some humans do too, but, you know, I'm not one to say. But, like, it's like, oh, you're pregnant? Later.
And that's basically humans, but as birds.
Yeah, so you can't really like blame a guy if he dips, if you're pregnant, you know.
You can though.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Because we're modern, right? We're modern. We got big brains, and we know better. There's a thing called child support.
Like imagine like now within bird form, like this dude, like he wakes up super like hungover off these berries and stuff. And, you know, he hears a tweeter like, "Hey bro, your girl's pregnant." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, it's
So
Joey."
instead of Twitter, it's Tweeter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like they hear a tweeter and they're like, "Damn, this chick's pregnant. Fuck, I'm the dad." So like now this dude's gotta like pay up his fucking twigs from his nest every month.
Send her twigs.
Yeah.
Has to go sit on the egg every now and then.
Yeah.
You know what I never thought about? Like, birds or fucking, things that lay eggs. They're not just. Are they all reptiles? No, they're not all reptiles.
No.
Okay, but like fucking things that lay eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Non-mammals. Like they're pregnant for a specific amount of time. I just thought about they're pregnant for a specific amount of time, and then they lay their egg, and then they lay amongst the egg, waiting for it to hatch. Like there's 2 phases to this shit, and I just thought about it. It's just like
I mean, with like emperor penguins, when the female has the egg, she leaves the egg for the season with the male, and all the males stay with the eggs and keep them warm, while the females go out and fish.
wow.
for the like fucking winter season, and it's a grueling fucking like time. Like there's blizzards and everything, and all these penguins are huddled up trying to stay warm, trying to keep the eggs fucking warm, and a bunch of dudes.
Go women penguins.
Yeah, the women penguins are out fucking like fishing. The dudes are just chilling with the fucking eggs, just fucking like trying to keep them warm, trying to keep them alive. And then finally the female penguins come back with fish, and it feeds the young once they're born, because the young should already be born by the time that they get back.
Yeah, that's crazy. They don't have cell phones, they got internet, but they just know. That's, like, props to them.
Also, there is gay penguins.
Yeah, there are gay animals for that matter.
Like, there could be like 2 male penguins that take over like an egg if like the female never like comes back.
Yeah.
So like these two,
they're just like, we'll take care of it.
Yeah, like these two penguins, they'll get together and they'll fucking love each other and they'll love the fucking egg and they'll fucking bada bing bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool though. Like, hey bro, my egg didn't make it, and neither did your wife. Let's elope. And they elope. And boom, now they have a son.
And they weren't gay before?
I don't know.
They were just like, well, if that's the case, if you're saying that gayness is we're not going to get into that. But penguins have a choice. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, if they die, they die. We don't need women. I'm totally kidding. But with that, it's about time we wrap this up. I hope you all, men and women,
and men penguins,
and monkeys, children, even if you somehow are listening to this, even though you shouldn't be, and you know it, you know,
really shouldn't be listening.
If you're listening to this, you know what,
Thank you.
But props to you, like, however you got, like, into us or like, onto us, like, cool shit. You're pretty sneaky.
I did some sneaky shit.
I did some sneaky shit. I used to watch the channel 400s and watch some adult and stuff out there. But yeah, thank you guys for listening up to this point. If you have, as always, we love you. We thank you for listening. Again, DVE podcast on Instagram, dudesversuseverything.com. Fucking Dudes versus Everything.
What's the fucking what's the TikTok?
TikTok is Dudes versus Everything.
Like
legit Dudes versus Everything.
Is it VS or like
VS?
Okay.
Like DUDES VS.
Everything.
I'm like, how the fuck do you spell?
How the
fuck? No, yeah. Make sure to check us out, and you know what? Sincerely from our hearts, like, we hope that you take our word for it and like check these links out. And if you do want to support us, we sincerely hope that you do, because it would mean the world for us. We want to make this big. We're gonna be big. We're gonna be thick, big, hard, and we want to be out there. We want to be in all of your ears. But yeah.
Yes.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening,
and good night.
Until next time.
Yeah.
See you guys. Good night.
We love you.
Bye. We love you. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.